Hello, my name is Desmond of the Figurines, and today we're finally reviewing Poland. The thing is, I was thinking a lot how to make this review, and I'm not gonna go overly too much into it. I just wanna keep it concise and keep it on the spirit of what kind of wanted to make a video on this, and it is hunting for a pocket witcher. Basically, we went there with my boyfriend at the time. We went there uh, kind of looking for a Witcher figurine for 2 weeks to Poland. We went over quite a few cities, and yeah, here's the kind of how it went down. We started off in Warsaw. In Warsaw, we didn't do all that much because it was the first day there, and it was kind of we're just walking around looking at places. We acclimating to the place, getting used to seeing a few museums here and there, eating at places. So yeah, overall, the Warsaw, I would highly recommend to go there. Do make sure to have a Visa or Mastercard on you, because that way you would be able to pay. That and probably will get on this later on, but do be very careful if you have some cash and you want to change out. Don't change out money anywhere else except for the places that have Western Union, where only at those places, because you can get swindled out of your cash very easily. So only trust Western Union money exchange points, only those, ever only those. Be very careful. And yeah, that's the main one. We went off to Lodz. That city, we had more time there, so we actually had some free time to walk around, actually go hunting for anime shops, and lots do have some nice shops actually. We saw one with the murals. That one was very nice. The owner was lovely. I mostly saw original figurines in there. I don't think that I caught any bootlegs there. While glancing around, there might have been. I just wasn't paying attention to them all that much because I was looking more for the Witcher stuff, because I really wanted the Funko Pop, but we just couldn't find any. And that's actually one of the things where, you know, in Poland they usually export the Witcher stuff, and stuff that they have, they're basically fans of it themselves. So it's very hard to find anything on Witcher there. It's just because they buy it and most of it goes to the West. So it's very, very hard, and do be mindful. It was a very hard hunt for anything Witcher. And yeah, so we did see power armor that looked amazing. They in that shop they had all kind of action figurines in there. It was quite nice, and you were seeing a few photos on there. Saw some Assassin's Creed figurines, but most of them were not for sale. That's one of the things that I found very interesting in Poland, that they display figurines that they're not gonna be selling. Yeah, I get that this for display purposes, but if you're displaying it in your shop, it might as well be for sale. Why are you not keeping it at home? That one was very, very odd. They're basically advertising stuff that they don't even have in stock. It's like, very weird. Regardless, we saw a lot of Game of Thrones stuff. Understandable, because it seems to be Netflix seems to be quite popular there, because we saw advertisement. I think it was for some kind of Poland show, and they had all kind of advertisements on the billboards and stuff. So I guess Netflix is very big in Poland. Oh, what else? Oh, in Lodz, I actually bought the geisha figurine. A review is out for her. If you wanna check it out, it's a Funko Pop from a movie. You can see the review in the iCard. I will leave it in the description and in a pinned comment as well. we saw actually leftovers Harry Potter stickers on bookstores, which was kind of nice. It was a blast from the past, basically. It was quite interesting to see. After that, nothing much. We walked around looking still for Witcher stuff, but not the hunt was not fruitful. Basically, when we went around all over their anime shops, the city itself is small, but it's very lovely. People are very nice there. We went to Wrocław next. We kind of went ahead and started checking out kind of like tech shops where they have gaming sections in, and that's actually where we saw that they have like Witcher stationaries. You can buy a lot of them there. We found some rarer ones in there, and that's actually where I got my Assassin's Creed cup. I did a review for it also, for the glass, or more likely the cup. I did a review for it. It's as well in the iCard and in the description and down in the comment. It's nice. The cup I liked. It was very cheap, so I got one for myself, and we bought another one to bring as a gift. Oh yeah, before leaving, we kind of got to see, because we were staying there, bus station is connected with a mall, and at that mall there was a theater where they had Superman and Iron Man statues in, kind of a display. It was quite cool because Lithuania, we don't have this stuff, so it was quite nice, quite cool to see. You could see the photos of them on the screen. It was awesome. It looked cool. Next up was Krakow. Again, we hit up the game and tech shops, saw some stuff there. There was a Lara Croft, however you pronounce it, statue, and got a one with the enemy with. Yeah. The one thing that Lara Croft had her hair so weird, it was laughable, and Geralt's face was kind of fucked up, but the enemy, the witch kind of thing that they had, looked amazing. I liked the work on it. It looked so good. But they had stationary figurines in there as well. I guess that's the thing, one of them at least. They had there, and I guess you could. I was thinking of maybe getting one, but I don't really need stationary figurines. I don't enjoy them as much. I like to take pictures. Maybe someday in the future I'll get around to getting a few. But that's like for the future, way future. And actually there, we picked up a Witcher coloring book. It sounds quite funny, but it was the first thing that we got from Witcher. At that point, it was quite some time where we were in Poland. The coloring book actually itself was nice. It was, what the shame it was in Polish, but it had quotes from the game. And what I liked about it, the art was very lovely. Actually looked very good. You can color it, but it was more for a keepsake of just a keepsake, and it wasn't that expensive. And I didn't get it for myself, but I liked it. It looked nice, and if I find online, I will show a photo of it. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to get it, even if it is in Polish, do get it. It's quite awesome. You don't need to color it. It's just awesome to have. It's basically an art book at that point. Regardless, there, for the first time, we saw a Nendoroid. Well, not for the first time. We have seen it before, but it was split apart, I think in the previous few cities. Actually, we got to see a split one now, I remember, in Warsaw. I don't have a photo of it, but it was basically split in Nendoroid because we asked if they were for sale, and the price was a bit steep for a split Nendoroid. Basically was Geralt in a bath, and a split one just standing, without any extra arms or faces or anything. You could get either the one in the bath or the one just standing. I was kind of tempted, but I was like, it's split. If it was, just without a retail box, I would have gotten it. But at that point, it was like, no. It's still, I think it was like 135 slots. And it's like, not that expensive in euros, but still, it's a Nendoroid original one, mind you. But without a box, without any kind of protection, how am I gonna haul it around? Regardless, in Krakow, we did actually see one in Nendoroid, and actually we didn't buy it the first time when we were there, but I kind of kept it in my mind, and I was like, well, kind of want it, but it was quite expensive, and our trip was kind of getting towards the end, and I kind of needed the cash to save up, but at the same time, the way I reasoned over the night was like, we finally found it, a pocket witcher. It's not a Funko Pop what I wanted, because those are way cheaper and way easier to carry around, take photos of, but finally found it, and the price was actually good. It rounded out, and you could see, I told about it in the review. The review is up the iCard in the description and in the pinned comment if you want to check it out. But it was rounded out around 45 euros ish, more or less, here and there, and that's kind of the thing. If I would buy it online, I would need to pay customs, shipping, all that stuff. It would be far more expensive. It would end up being like 60 euros. Then I would be hit by custom charges, or would maybe round up to 45 euros, and then I would need to pay custom charges anyway if I buy, because of the laws that we have here in Lithuania. So it ended up being way cheaper to just buy it at the store, just get it there, and the next morning went there and I got it. I was quite happy about getting it. Overall, Krakow, we didn't like it. I mean, if I could recommend any city, out of Poland, I would say don't go to Krakow. Krakow is basically a tourist trap. There's nothing really there except for the salt mines to see, and yeah, the city itself, it's pretty, but when you are in Poland and you're walking around and seeing the same architecture over and over again, Krakow doesn't offer you anything interesting, and that's the thing. Krakow is actually where I got the warning from. Don't exchange money anywhere else except for where there's Western Union, because in Krakow was actually where we got swindled out of some cash by exchanging it at the out of any places, at the bus station. We exchanged money at the bus station and actually swindled the money out of us. It was very at the bus station, at an official place, there's supposed to be police and stuff, and there's a kiosk that exchanges money who swindles. Like, they have raked up a very big exchange rate, so they make a lot of money. I think it was 60 slots actually what they got of us. Well, not of me, but still, it was bullshit. And the city itself, it wasn't a holiday or anything, but the shops, the museums were not working just cause. It was so weird. And yeah, Krakow, I will never recommend. Maybe if you're going around through there, just go to the salt mines straight and just don't do the city. It was bad. Everything was overpriced. It was basically, yeah, as I said, tourist trap. Everything is overpriced. The food is way overpriced. We're actually transitioning. We had very good times at Zakopane. Zakopane is way far, but it's basically a mountain village. It's very nice actually. I got the hedgehog. Got gifted the hedgehog. There you go, up in the iCard, if I still have space for the iCards, and in the description, pin comment. But Zakopane, I took photos because now I had a pocket witcher and I took photos there. I got it look very nice in there. And that city was actually very nice. People are friendly. You could get some very good deals on breakfast. Actually, we had in one place when I found, we actually ate there 2 times. You could get, I think, a huge place of food for like 18 to 15 slots. It was amazing. I love that place. And I was basically full for the rest of the day from that one plate. It was so good. Regardless, Zakopane, not so much happened. We just walked around, enjoyed the scenery, tried their cheeses. Oh my god, the cheese. The goat cheese, it when you eat it, it sounds like squeaking sneakers. It is so weird. The taste is so odd as well. I don't. If you ever want to try it, it's quite interesting. Just buy a small one. I advise you to just grab a small one and see if you like it enough to go for bigger sizes of the cheeses. Regardless, after Zakopane, we took a night bus back to Warsaw, and from there, we spent the rest of the day just lounging around, basically sleepless. And we went back home to Kaunas. Regardless, the trip itself took 2 weeks, and we only found the Witcher to the later dates of the trip. I think there wasn't that much left of the trip when we actually bought it, which was kind of sucked, but I am very glad that we got it before Zakopane, because Zakopane was a perfect place for photos. In general, if any city that I could recommend when going to Poland, Warsaw, Lodz, Wrocław, not so much, because anything interesting in Wrocław is just the gnome hunting thingy that we did. And I guess Zakopane. Those would be the cities that I would recommend from the trip that I had in Poland for 2 weeks. Overall, highly Zakopane and I guess Warsaw. Because in Warsaw, the buildings are quite nice. There's much to see, much to do. On Lodz, it's nice and relaxing. And actually, they have, unfortunately, couldn't do any hiking trips, but if you go to Zakopane, be ready to do a lot of hiking. They have very nice trails for beginners and advanced hikers. So yeah, I guess hope you enjoyed the review. I'm probably not gonna do many of these or none at all because of how tedious it is to edit this. But I hope that you enjoyed, and see you next video. Bye bye.